Hello everybody! Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about dieting and why dieting doesn't work. There are three main reasons as to why dieting is a bad way to go and why it won't help you lose weight, and why in fact often people end up gaining weight after having been on a diet. But the first thing to think about, number one, is that biologically your body is designed to counteract the effects of going on a diet. That is to say that if you significantly cut your calorific intake, then your body basically thinks that it might be starving, is uncertain about where the next set of calories are going to come from, and basically slows everything right down in order to help you to survive. And your body holds on to whatever you put into it, in particular fat, because that is what it needs. So as far as your body is concerned, when you go on a diet, you could be stranded in the middle of a deep dark forest somewhere and never going to get food again. So obviously, when you're talking about weight loss, you do need to reduce your calories. You need to create a deficit, but it doesn't need to be drastic, which is what so many of these diets are. You know, they cut calories hugely, which is not going to get you the results that you want. So the second thing, point number two, is that diets don't create a change. They don't tend to create a sustainable change. That's to say that diets are based on the idea that you're being told don't eat this and do eat that. The point is that you're not really addressing why it is that you might be reaching for sugary things or why it is that you are always after starchy carbohydrates. What needs to happen in order to change the way that you feel is you need to look at what's underneath that. Why do you need sugar? Why do you feel you need starchy carbs? What is it that you're trying to achieve through those? Is it that you have a slump in energy? Is that because what you're eating is not actually fulfilling you nutritionally? And these are the things that you need to look at. And by going on a diet, it doesn't handle those issues. All it does is cause perhaps a short-term gain, but then as soon as you go back to your old eating habits, which often happens as a reward for having done well on your diet, then you're just going to put back on the weight that you might have lost, and quite often even more. The other thing, point number three, is that diets aren't fun. The word diet even in itself conjures up an image of a sort of period of time of depriving yourself or going without. And that is, who wants to live like that? That's not enjoyable. And it's similarly to my last point, it's not sustainable. And I think a diet really indicates something that's going to last for a period of time. Whereas what you need, what we all need, is to change our habits for the better so that it is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. And having shakes for breakfast, lunch and dinner, or even just one meal a day, is not sustainable, or it's very unlikely that you're going to keep that up forever. And so what will happen is gradually you creep back to those old ways, then nothing's changed and your results don't last. Whereas if you can figure out a way of eating that is good for you in terms of it's nourishing your body, you're eating more of the right things and you're enjoying them and you're not feeling deprived and you're having balance, that is going to last. Then that's a way of life. That's not a diet. That's not a finite period of time that you're going to start this thing on this day and you're going to finish it in X amount of weeks' time. You need to find a way of eating that is both good for you and that you enjoy, and therefore it lasts. It is totally possible to do that. You've got to get out of the diet mentality. You've got to start to realise that diets, as we know the word, don't work. Biologically, your body's going to work against you. When it comes to significantly cutting your calories, they are not a sustainable change. They haven't actually addressed the reasons why you might be eating the wrong things in the first place. And the third thing is that they are not fun. Nobody wants to live like that. You're not going to continue to eat in a way that makes you miserable and makes you feel as though you're missing out. Life is way too short. So ditch the diet, get a healthy mentality to food, get yourself on track, and you can change the way that you look and feel. I hope that that has helped in some way. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, remember to subscribe, and I will see you next time.